Adanna the poor orphan with a hidden identity. In the heart of a lush, verdant kingdom in Africa, where rivers sparkled under the sun and the trees whispered ancient secrets, there lived a young girl named Adanna. Her story began far from the grandeur of royalty, in a small village nestled at the edge of the great forest. Adanna was born under the glowing light of the harvest moon to a poor but lovely couple, Okechukwu and Nneka. They were humble farmers who cherished their only child deeply, but fate played a cruel trick on them the night Adanna was born. The village midwife, known for her knowledge of both medicine and mysticism, was called upon to assist in the delivery. However, as Adanna's tiny form emerged, a strange and tragic mistake was made. Unbeknownst to anyone, the midwife swapped Adanna with another newborn, one born to the royal family in a distant land. Please subscribe to my channel and like my video. Okay, let's continue the story. This royal baby, a girl with a regal hair and a shimmering golden blanket, was taken to the palace while Adanna, wrapped in a simple cloth, was given to Okechukwu and Nneka. As the years passed, Adanna grew up in poverty but was surrounded by worth and love. She worked tirelessly in the field, her hands callous from labor, but her spirit remained kind and generous. Hope you have subscribed. Hmm? Okay. Her parents, though poor, instilled in her values of compassion and integrity. They would often share their meager food with neighbors in need and help those who were less fortunate. Their teaching left a deep imprint on Adanna, shaping her into a young woman whose heart was as vast as the plains she toiled upon. Tragedy struck when Adanna was in her late teens. Her parents, weakened by years of hard work and poor living conditions, succumbed to illness. Adanna was left alone, and the burden of survival grew heavier with each passing day. Yet, despite her struggles, she continued to help others whenever she could. One fateful day, news came of a dire situation. The king of the land, a wise and just ruler, had fallen gravely ill. The best healers and doctors were summoned, but none could cure the king's mysterious ailment. The kingdom fortunes seemed to wane and despair gripped the land. Adanna, ever the compassionate soul, heard of the king's plight and decided to offer her help. Despite her own struggles, she traveled to the palace with nothing but her humble presence and a heart filled of hope. The king's condition had worsened, and the royal physicians were at their wits' ends. Adanna, with her deep knowledge of herbal remedies learned from her parents, approached the king's side. She offered a concoction of herbs and a soothing balm she had crafted with her own hands. The court's physicians, skeptical at first, allowed her to administer the treatment. To their astonishment, the king's condition began to improve. His strength slowly returned, and his once pale face regained its vigor. Adanna's kindness and her knowledge of herbs had saved the king's life. Grateful for her remarkable intervention, the king sought to reward this mysterious savior. As he learned more about her, a curious similarity emerged between Adanna and the royal baby, who had been lost years ago. An old prophecy spoke of a child born under the harvest moon. destined to restore balance to the kingdom. The king advisors, intrigued by his confidence, initiated an investigation into Adanna's background. The truth, once revealed, astonished everyone. The baby who had been swapped at birth was none other than Adanna, the humble orphan girl who had grown up in poverty. The royal family had been searching for their lost princess, and now she stood before them, a beacon of hope and goodness. The kingdom rejoiced as Adanna was brought to the palace and welcomed with open arms. She was crowned as the new princess. Her genuine nature and the wisdom she had gained from her life in the village, winning the hearts of the people. Under her rule, the kingdom flourished, guided by her deep understanding of compassion and justice. Adanna's story became a cherished legend,